Hi, church family. I just wanted to connect with you for a few minutes today. Again, we're in an unusual season where there's so many different things going on, and there's lots of tension and uncertainty on all kinds of different fronts. And as the people of God, we want to be faithful to live in the goodness, the beauty, the freedom of all that He's given to us, and also to be people who love and care for one another well, who use the freedom that God has given to us in a responsible and a healthy way that doesn't cause hardship or difficulty for someone else around us as well. We recognize these days in the community of Fort St. John that there is a lot of sickness, there's a lot of uncertainty. For our healthcare workers, there's a particular element of stress and pressure during these particular days. And so in light of that, we recognize that we as a church are exempt from so many of the restrictions that are taking place in the rest of our culture around us, but we also want to use that freedom really well in a way that reflects the love and the grace of Jesus and His desire to bless and to care for those around us. So I want to encourage you just to remember that if you are feeling unwell, if you are feeling sick, we would ask you to engage with Sunday morning services and church programming in a virtual format, if at all possible, just to protect the people around you and just to look after them in the best way that you possibly can. And also, again, recognize that masks are not required in a worship setting, but they are recommended. And so it might be something that we each want to consider prayerfully working through the question, would it be helpful, would it be a way to love our healthcare workers and the people around us well, to choose to wear a mask even in a setting where we are not required to? I recognize for some of you there's an intense conscience question around this, and I'm not asking you to violate your conscience if this is a particularly intense and strong issue for you. But I am asking each one of us to consider and just to prayerfully process with Jesus, is this a way that we can love those around us well? Is this a way that we can reflect His heart well and to do our best to protect one another as we engage for worship and also to join in solidarity with the rest of the community around us? Again, so they're not required, but they are recommended. And let's just engage with the season together in a way that will produce fruit that is healthy and good and life-giving.